Hi guys, we're back again. We're gonna do a quick review here. Again, please like and subscribe us. Spread, share our YouTube channel with other people so that we can kind of build a following. And that'll be that. So today was a weird day. I made money today. So that was a good thing. We'll just do quick on I made a little bit, I'm close to $800 today. But I got into some things like Tesla, got stuck in that as Tesla did a total reverse, and then we'll talk about that. So first things first, AMD tanked. The chips, they didn't do too well today. Uber tanked. Open, ooh, did a tank fest. Um, so let's take a look at this real quick. So overall, AMD came up. Ooh, what was this? Wick here. Oh, this wick, algorithm wick. This was fake news here, but it did come back up to the highest of the day. Interesting. So someone's playing some game somewhere. Anyway, so we went down the whole day, and then some algorithm tried to come back and reset for certain people. So you had to have had an order in. Previous day, what do we have for the previous day? Let me look at the daily on this day. Oh man, so yeah, we had a terrible wick down. Um, I've noticed the last couple days, since basically, let's just say since Monday, the market's been kind of weak. So I'm just wondering, is this kind of like the turnaround time? Oops, sorry, where things are gonna start going down. Uber, another big candle. Uber, another big candle where everything's just going down. Open, same thing. So, well, oh, what is this? Open's kind of, it was a down wick. Okay, I see what happens. We had this crazy wick up. So if you got in, you had an order in a short, then, and you were willing to stay in, you made money. Just kind of like a fake wick or whatever. So we close here. Okay, let's pretend we're going up. Pretend we're going up to trick people. And then, boom, we're just going to come down. I still would have wanted to short something like this. Um, you know, but that sounds like a nice day if you were willing to get in and willing to hold the short. Meta, a nice trash day. Meta's been trashing out. So it's something to look at, guys. Maybe this is the turning point um for the markets to start to come down. You know, it could be the turning point. So we may want to keep Meta on our nose. Dix, same thing. We could be watching a turning point. You don't know until it starts to happen. But we have a few of these big tickers continuously for the past few days going down, and the market's been relatively soft. American Airlines is at basement bargain prices right now. It's for a reason though. Um, but it is at basement bargain prices. Um, it lost money, did terrible um on its Q1 earnings, but that's kind of expected. Um, the question is, will it make money on Q3 and Q4? And that's where they're gonna have to make their money. So I do like the deal. I think American has got some bad news. So I think they were really in the dumpster. They got sued. They were having crazy back-to-back suits. Some of the employees were filming people. I remember they got some like black guys off the plane uh because they said they smelled bad or something stupid. It was just a weird, they had a weird collection of suits, court suits come out at the same time that it made them look terrible in the media, rightfully so. Um, so Tesla, this was another one I was in that did a reverse on me. Um, hoping that it bounces back up tomorrow so I can get the hell out and call it a day. Uh, yeah. Um, so with Tesla, it's just been back and forth. Today it went up in the beginning of the day and then went down. Expect it to come up tomorrow, basically. Um, because that's just what it's gonna do. It's just been doing the total reverse every single day. One day it's down, one day it's up, vice versa. Um, Apple lost money. Um, but it's Apple. It's over $200, and you know, if you made it to $200, you made money here. From the time it got over $200 and went all the way up, basically close to 240, 236, you made your money. So now I'm just telling people just to be careful because Amazon took a nosedive today, over 2%. Be careful because the market could turn. We definitely know probably after election, uh, things will probably turn after the election. Um, they kind of hold stuff off before November, but our current president is kind of going downhill quickly, um, physically and in the polls. So, you know, that may not be looking good. So he may not be able to hold it together until the election. So it's one of those things that things could start turning in the market at least beforehand. Or maybe this is just a little correction and we'll have the real correction after November 5th. So don't know yet. This could be a minor correction. Then things could come back up and then they have the real correction later on. Peton, it was officially down, but it's coming back up to this spot. And I kinda feel like it got to 404. Like I kind of would want to short it. I'm curious to see how it does tomorrow. If it jumps down, if you could get it at 4 again, or if you could short it. I tend to like to short these at Peton, and when it usually goes against what the market is. So if it's typically a down day, Peton will go up that day, and then the next day it'll crash. So I do like Peton as a short. based on what's happened historically. Disney, same thing. It was basically a negative day. Um, oops. And overall with Disney, um, Disney's just been weird. Like it got back at this $100 level. You can see our lines here. When it got to 120, I guess it always does do a dip. Let's see how far it goes. Maybe if it gets down to like 90, 91, 92, 93, it may be like, or even it could get down to this 80. You could buy in again. Um, I do like it lower, but I've had such a hard time with Disney. I'm just like, eh, I'm willing to wait. Like, if it does get down to 80, I'm willing to get it then. But I don't know if I would get it anytime before then, unless there's a catalyst, news catalyst or something like that, that it's just a good day trade. But the only way I would buy Disney is a long-term trade. So I would buy it at its base, its cheap level, and just hold it on until it comes up. And once it hits that 120 again, then I get out and see if it uh breaks out of that 120 level. And if it breaks out of the 120 level, then you can keep going, keep rocking with it, or let it come back a little bit. Softy, same thing, same as Meta, not as bad though, but it's been coming down. Um, BA, I don't care about that. I'd rather get into American or one of the airlines instead of BA. Bank of America was down today. I had got into that a little bit, and it just kind of disappointed me. Literally, it went down time I got in and just kept going down, kept going down. And so by the end of the day, I just got out. I thought this was gonna be because of what happened yesterday. I thought it was gonna break out of this level and keep going, but it didn't. So I'm a little bit disappointed with Bank of America. Um, Macy's, $17 is higher than I thought it would be at this time. Um, it finally did its big gap down. I knew it would eventually happen. I just didn't want to hold on. I don't know how long it's been, several months, a few months at least. I didn't want to hold on to it to wait um for it to do its gap down when it was in its talks for that company selling it. I just didn't want to hold on. But I knew this was a nice play. If you wanted to hold on, then I think it was worth your while. Um, but because we're day and swing trader, it just wasn't worth it to me because it was gonna gap down between, let's say, 19-20 area. So you're looking at probably like around $3 tops. And I just didn't wanna wait for it. Nike, maybe this is the turning point. Maybe we can get back in. Um, I think this is good to go on the notes. For someone. Um, Nike got really, really low. I got disappointed in it. So now maybe it's stabilized. It didn't make sense where it had gone. Um, and so maybe it's worth trying again with it. So I have no problem at the 73 level. I obviously 71 would have been better, but that was just the gutter for it. So I was just like, why is it going back to COVID times when everything was shut down? It didn't make sense. Um, but now if you think that it's stabilized and you want to try it again, I'm not against it. But if it comes back, um, then I'm gone. So just be aware. Um, Dollar Tree, I don't like looking at that until we get close to the fall. I do say if we hit rock bottom for the summer, so we have this level at 100, then we have this level at 90. I definitely can see getting in at this 90 level. If it gets here, I would get in. If it gets to 100, I consider getting in, but definitely at the 90. So um, just hold on to that. Target, it seems like it's starting to come back up. Okay, it had hit a plateau. Um, it looks like it came up to a level, went down like crazy, and then it had started to come back. And let's see, back in November. I'm trying to think, has it been that long when it came down? Yeah, to 110. And then it was continuously going up, going up. It got to this basically 180 level. And then we were like, okay, it's going to keep going. We got to this 180. We have this gap here. It should continue going up. Um, and so what it did is it stabilized here. When I thought it was going to break out because this is really a 160 level, and it broke out kind of to 180. It hit the tip, but like it's done before, and then it did come back down because I said, okay, 1, 2, 3 tips here. And then this was a breakdown and then another breakdown. So I said, this time coming up, it should just break out. It didn't just break out. It hit this tip and then came back down a little bit. But it hasn't gotten back to this support area. So this could still be planning on breaking out. So this may be a good sign if you like Target, that you can keep rocking with it. But I thought here that it would just automatically break out, especially since it had been in the gutter when it got down to 110. We thought about it. We should have got in. We thought we had time because it stayed down here for a minute, but we never, if we had got in and then just boom, got out at this 180 or even just got out at the 140, it's still over 30, $32 or $70 at the 180. So that's good money. Home Depot, who cares? Uh 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 what you call it, did a pop-up overnight. Um and then it ended up coming down. Just like everything else. So this did a pop-up. But because it was chips, it just came back down. But that's was the only one that was strong, Intel, of the chip market. Caro, it's back up a little again. Um, I'm surprised it's taking a while to come down. I could see people deciding to want to go in a little bit here. This seems to be trending down. I like a potential short on this, but I just like the short. It did get to 100. It seems like it's gonna continue. Um, so I do like this. I just don't like the fact that it happens sporadically. You just never know how it's gonna happen. And the volume's low on this. It tends to be low. AK under 1 million. Usually like under 800,000, really. Uh Mickey D's. We talked about this. It's at the level where we could buy, and it's starting to come up. So they got their new $5 menu meal. They're advertising now. That supposedly is gonna bring back poor people. Um, if you're poor, you probably shouldn't be buying McDonald's anyway. Uh, but hey, what do I know? Uh, But then again, based on my definition of being poor, aka poor brain, everybody's poor brain. If you work for someone, probably the bottom 90% of America, I would say, is poor brain. Uh, so yeah. Um, but that's another story for another day. Um, so McDonald's is coming up. It's hitting a level here. If you like it, you may want to let it come down a little bit more. My friend here loves her 60-minute charts, and based off of this, it's kind of high on the 60-minute chart. So maybe you want to do a short into next week or this week, because it seems to be coming up like crazy. And if you did this short, it'd probably come back down closer to 250. So uh, yes, it is risky because you are basically how do you say it? You are you're spitting in the wind, you know. You're going against basically a bull market. But because we're kind of at a high here, you could say, hey, you could come back down closer to the 150 area. So if you are looking at an option, I don't know. I kind of think a short, uh, uh, something that expires next on the 26th, maybe a good option. You know, just something to think about. That's all. Maybe someone will put on her notes. XOM, we're back at 117 overall. Um, so we're getting back up to this 120 whatever level. I don't know. I may uh it may be worth to let it come up a little bit more, and then short it afterwards. But I could see it coming up. Um, but based on the way this is, I still kind of like the short better. Maybe you do a short at 130, 140. This is will probably do a new 52-week high. But I tend to, I think, like the short. Walmart, it was close to 2% move today. Kind of exciting for Walmart. Walmart's been steadily climbing the ladder. Nothing to see here, folks. Once it did the split, it gave you plenty of time to buy it at that 60 level. It even did some dips to 59 where you could have got it cheap. And as long as you were willing to wait 2.5 months, you made your money here. So that's $10. But it's kind of like, plus, I am not a fan the way Walmart moves. It's just nothing, nothing, nothing. And then one day you gap up, and then it's okay, there's $5. Now you got to $10. So it's good. The split was nice. If you're just a lazy trader and you like this, literally is what I was telling my family. If you don't want to swing trade, you're a lazy trader, this was an easy call. The split happened, buy it at $59, and then just forget about it. And when it goes up $10 to $15 in like 6 months to a year or whatever, then get your money out. That's things like that are easy. They're obvious. People who are lazy don't want to trade every day, don't want to trade every few days, and they just want to get in and out. EBC went up. I was into this as a short. This is my area to short it, and where it does have some support and where it had came down before. Um, but I really I wanted this as a short because to me it came up very super fast. Um, so let's see if it comes down. Um, my average price is like 16.29 though. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I may be willing to average and I don't know. And that's all we have. I'm not gonna talk about Campbell's because you guys know I hate the way what they did or whatever. Now they finally come up. Um, but yeah. They're starting to come up. That's all I have. Um, I'm assuming my friend did some notes and is going to send that. You know, um she has some news here. Tomorrow she will do her review and maybe we'll get into some of our class info, or maybe we'll do that on the side. Again, guys, if you want us to keep doing this, keep promoting this, 3 to 5 times a week, doing kind of reviews, reviewing our trades, what went good, what went bad, all of that kind of stuff. Keep encouraging us. Yeah, give us comments, give us likes. Subscriptions and likes are the most important right now. So subscription, likes, comments. If you want something specific that you want us, or a ticker that you want us to talk about, let us know. We'll talk about it. And thank you. And that is, what is this? Oh, I thought they were going to say Joe Biden is out of the race. Joe Biden tests positive for COVID while camping, has mild symptoms. Well, that's something new. All right. All right, then. Talk to you guys later. And peace out. Oh, my friend here, she's having audio problems. So I don't think you can speak, right, Miss Munoz? Yeah, she's having some audio problems. So that's why she's just been typing away in the chat. But she did get the notes and hopefully she will correct her issue manana. All right, peace out guys. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Send us comments. Bye.